Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Brewing Live, all new season, episode number 179 for mental preparedness in the new landscape of living amidst challenges of our new present, of our present time. And Decap Brewing Live is a community service of Decap Coffee Republic, our coaching hub of and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. And in partnership with Life Coach Philippines, our heart as game changers is to boost mental fitness in your space and help nurture holistic mental health for you and the people that matters to you. So shout out to all of my fellow game changers serving in this corner of the digital space and advancing life coaching ethically and authentically. And giving is a lifestyle and it never goes out of style. So I encourage you to expand your heart by supporting us or supporting the work that we're doing today by blessing the Cup Coffee Republic with your food and beverage order. We have delicious vegan meals, and we also have fresh goody bio juice for easy switch to healthy eating. And we also have sausage platters, waffles, and cakes for your favorite and classic comfort food. Please check our FB page of the menu of our sumptuous meals and refreshing drinks. And connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to bring the corporate public experience in your place. And we are open from 12 noon to 12 midnight every single day. So for your order, pick up, and delivery services, again, just connect with Coach Rezzhel at 0917-586-1661. For other ways for you to support our community works, you may also give your stars in there. So there's an option in there in Facebook for you to be able to give your stars. Those stars that you give to us, we utilize that to help other people as well as we continue along, as we journey along in serving the community. And if you don't want to use the stars in there, you can do love gift by fund transfer. Just check on the caption below of the video of the bank info, or in the caption of this video, for you to get the bank info and also the GCash account. If you have joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you just joined us, and thank you for being here. You may circulate this video and invite friends and loved ones to watch with you. You may also tag them in the comment section below and give them some shout out in there. Especially, it's 26 now. Yeah, December 26th. Yesterday was Christmas, and there's just a lot of learning, a lot of things to appreciate as we journey along, as we continue along, and celebrating the moment, celebrating life, celebrating family, celebrating just the growth that we had and also the achievements that we have with this year. So give them a shout out in there if you know someone, if you have a loved one that you have appreciated, that helped you along the way, that helped you in this 2021. Only a few more days before we end 2021 and 2022 starts. And just give them some encouragement, give them some motivating words, and give them your best. Just acknowledge them and express gratitude towards their life. Express gratitude towards the support that they're giving you, that they're giving to you, and just be thankful. Now, as for me, I would like to give a shout out to all of the fellow mental model collectors inside the Be Learning Society by Master Coach A. A special mention to all of the bronze badge holder. Yeah, and then we're about 8 months in the Be Learning Society, and there's just a handful of learnings that we've experienced in there. A lot of breakthroughs, a lot of realizations, a lot of milestones. It's a lot of milestones. And if you are not yet to be a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and you're still missing on the perks that I am enjoying, that we are all enjoying, today is the best time for you to take action. Please connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. It's the tent maker of the Be Learning home for mental fitness, and enjoy 5% food and beverage discount at the Cup Coffee Republic. You will also get a mental model masterclass by Master Coach A, which happens every month, happens every fourth Saturday of the month. And you also get a benefit of the 90-minute free coaching session inclusive of the Be Learning Society. So what is the Be Learning Society and what is a mental model? Well, mental model, think about mental models is how you process things, how you see things, how you see the world, how you see other people, how you see a relationship, and what are the things that you do, you utilize for you to be able to take action, for you to be able to share your thoughts, share your ideas, process things, and so on. This is what mental model is all about. And the beautiful thing is when you start, when you continue to learn mental models, it means that you're learning intentionally and you're using this intentionally for you to be able to engage in ways that transforms your future and makes your dreams a reality. Yan. So stay tuned for the next mental model masterclass by Master Coach A as we continue to collect mental models. Stay tuned for the next couple of days on what's going to be the January mental model masterclass. You know, this month we've recently concluded the reinvention mental model masterclass, and I realized that there are a lot of things that we can start utilizing rather than throwing away ideas, throwing away goals, throwing away dreams that we have. Don't throw them away. Just put them in there and use the reinvention mental model mental model for you to be able to utilize this to something beautiful, to something different, to something radical, to something far more, you know, life changing and life giving for others and for you as well to be able to live the life that you want. So for more information and registration assistance, please connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. Moving on for today's episode, I will be sharing to you the 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours rule. Learning in 3 easy steps. Yeah, madali lang to. 3 easy steps for you to be able to learn how to learn. Please do tag your friends in there, forward this video link, and let's have more people join in. Especially during this time, it's December. We're gonna start transitioning, and a lot of people are doing New Year's resolution. I'm going to teach you today how you can start utilizing the 5 hour rule to make your goal, your dream, a reality. This is not an overnight thing, but this is an easy step that you can start utilizing. And then I tell you, if you start implementing, it will change the course of your future. I bet you that. And if you're not getting the result, just feel free to message us here at Cup Republic, and we'll be happy to help you, support you, and hold hands with you as you journey along and making that goal a reality. So before I begin, let me just give a shout out to all of the mental model collectors in there. Coach Maureen, of course, my better half is there. And Coach Nords, maraming salamat. Lisi, thank you very much for joining us. Also, this morning, for those of you who's watching me, if this is the first time you're joining me, if it's the first time you're seeing this face, I am life coach Shaun, the man from Pasig City. I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach from Life Coach Philippines. And as a life coach, I empower men to be mentally fit so that they can stay inspired to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. And I help men out there, those dads out there, if you want to be a great father, if you want to be a better father, if you want to be someone who is able to connect to your children, you want to be able to connect with your son, with your daughters, you want to connect with your spouse, you want to connect with your parents, you want to connect with your siblings, you just want to live, you know that there is something in your heart that you want to be able to express, you want to be able to share, you want to be able to open up with other people because it would give value to them and also value to do. Let me know. Let's have a conversation. What I do as a life coach is I teach and I coach men to live, to love, to learn, to laugh, and to live a legacy. I feel that those five things: living, loving, learning, laughing, and living a legacy is one of the greatest things that we can do as men to be able to help the future generations become more open, become more comfortable, become more courageous, and all of the things that we do. I believe that the fathers specifically out there, you are the key. We are the key for the future generations, but we need to start really thinking about their generations. I realized that the legacy that I will leave behind is not of monetary value, it's not of material things, it's not of this world, but I realized that the greatest gift that I can give to my children and the future generation is to teach them how to, master all of these 5 L's, to live, to love, to learn, to laugh, and to live a legacy. All right. So if you're watching this on a replay in the future, maybe you watch this, just comment in there, hashtag the replay. Bless us with your presence. If you are able to connect with any of the message that I've been sharing to you, resonates with you, please connect with us. You can find us as well in YouTube channel link where you can watch the replay of this video in high definition and other videos of Brewing Live in the caption and the caption of this video. And please do subscribe and to the channel and you'll be notified with the new learnings, so that video becomes available. Keep on subscribing in there, because when you subscribe, when you follow, you also bless us, because we know that this is something that you're continuously learning and developing as you grow along. All right. So the 5 out rules of learning in 3 easy steps. But first, let me share to you some facts. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, Mark Cuban, and Jack Ma. You probably know one or two or all of these people that I've shared to you, right? And these are the list. If you heard of those names, they are the list of all of the famous names who are avid readers. And while I'm talking about other avid readers, I'm talking about learning, right? Rich Corley, for 5 years, what he did is he spent studying the lives of both rich people and poor people. But we're going to focus on the rich people. Like, he researched that the rich habits, because one of the reasons why they became successful in their chosen domain and territory is because they like to read, they like to learn, they like to continuously expand their horizon, expand their learnings, and expand their knowledge. And one of the research found that rich people don't waste time watching TV. And I was thinking about this, most often than not, and I'm not exempted here. For the last couple of years, I've been watching a lot of videos. I've been watching a lot of things in Facebook and YouTube and other channels, and I realized that I was actually wasting my time. And these famous people and rich people, when they read, they don't just do reading. They don't do reading for fun. What they do is they read non-fictional books and focus on personal improvement, focus on expanding their skills, focus on expanding their knowledge, focus on expanding their horizon. And because before I became a life coach, after spending 12 to 16 hours at work, what happens is I would end up, either going with workmates, going out, having drinks or two, on a weekend. Instead of me focusing on something that developed me, I would just focus on watching movies, cooking, and drinking some more. So that has been my habit, just sharing to you what I do before. I've been in the habit of just enjoying my time, because, work can eat so much of our time. Work can eat so much of our life, that you work 12 hours, 16 hours. Sometimes you work more than that, right? And you feel that there is something lacking in there, and you want to, satisfy that urge for you to be able to have that pleasurable feeling. And, for me, the pleasurable feeling is watching something on Netflix, right? Binge watching, some people would say that, or cooking and drinking. Before, back in the corporate world, I drink a lot. That is my lifestyle. That's something that I do every. I remember a time in which I think I drink every single day for one moment in time, and this is a great way for me to de-stress. And, it's also a great opportunity to forget the hustle and bustle of work and the work demands as well. But based on research, there is a number of different motives in drinking. Now, you might say, Coach, why are you moving to drinking? And I'll unpack this and I'll share it to you later. Why am I sharing about drinking and drinking alcohol? And, in drinking, if you are a man, if you're a man out there, maybe you're a woman, you like to drink, they say that when you drink, it helps men be sociable. It helps men to escape problems. It helps men to have an enjoyment in the life that they have. And for me, however, it's normally what happens when I drink, it's an escape for me. It's for me to avoid certain things, certain experiences, certain emotions, yeah, certain feelings, or those unpleasant things. I would utilize alcohol for me to escape them, to avoid them, or not to talk about them and talk about different things, or maybe to talk about them. But, when you're sober, you would say that I didn't say that. I didn't say a lot of those things because you were drunk. You have an excuse of being drunk. But for men specifically, it can be difficult to express what is really, what we really feel, what we really think about. I'm not sure if maybe your parents have, your dad, your father in there, or maybe your husband. that instead of them sharing to you things, they would just keep quiet. They would just stay in there, not do anything. Because men are expected to be tough. Men are expected to suck things up. When things are not going well, keep it in, do the things that you need to do during difficult times, during challenging times. We go usually on automatic problem solving mode rather than really identifying the root cause of any of the problems. And this is where what happens, right? That instead of us really identifying the opportunities that we have for us to be able to grow, to learn, to develop, we just continues on not stopping solving problems and so on and so forth. And I heard this and I keep this at heart, that you cannot solve the problem that you yourself have created. And alcohol consumption can be a temporary solution to a long-term problem. Now, the more we the more we use drinking to relieve stress, the more that me specifically, I drank during times of stress. So this is what happens when it's a recurring cycle, and it turns things around. And I remember being so trashed one time, and Coach Tim would know this. We drank in Taguig, and we just went home, and I was puking. I puked 3 times on our way home. And why am I sharing this? Well, I'm sharing this because most often than not, for men out there, what happens is when we are trying to cope with stress, in order to cope with the problems, to cheer ourselves up, especially when we feel sad, to forget about the things that were bothering us, drinking has been the way for us to alleviate that, to ease the pain, to ease the discomfort. It's a way to escape drinking. And it was also a way for me to do things that, unfortunately, and I'm not proud of this, I regret it. And I hope I didn't do. In 2018, I became a certified life coach and invested in life coaching. And life coaching is not a planned thing for me. Coach Tin, really, she was the one who wanted to be a certified life coach. Me, on the other hand, I want to be a John Maxwell certified speaker. That was my goal back then. But during those times when things aren't working, and life coaching was divine for me, I eventually moved into the space and I got certified and invested on it. And both Coach Tin and I invested at the same time. And I realized back in 2018 how fragile and short life can be. And even with the success that you have in your career, success that you have with your family, it doesn't equate to the kind of experiences and the kind of the relationship that I wanted to build. And while the reason that I work was for my family, it was also the reason, the motivation for you to do the things that you want to do is also the reason that would break your family apart. And if you think about it, that's ironic, right? That as a man, you would push towards and putting everything, all of your time, all of your effort, all of your mind to the work that you do, and eventually to be in a space in which it will break the family, and will not keep them together. And I'm sharing this because life coaching for me has paved a way to change the way I see my life. It paved the way also for me to assess the way I live my life. And there was a handful of mindset changes that I've experienced. There's a handful of lifestyle changes that I needed to do. And there's a handful of values, a lot of values, that all of my values that I needed to reassess and realize that all of the values that I created is not really of me. It's not really something that's moving me closer towards an experience, but it's moving me away from such experience. And it was painful journey, because you become more and more aware that the biggest reasons why you are living your life in this way because of your own life decisions. I realized that the life that I was living, the pain that I have, the suffering that I have, the expectations that were not met is because of my own doing. And I was blaming other people. I was being a victim because they didn't do this, they didn't do that, they didn't say this, and so on and so forth. I blamed them. And my life got controlled because of these expectations that will not be met. And these expectations, I realized that when we set them, there's really a big chance of us not meeting it. Perfectionism can eat a lot of the opportunities to enjoy the moment. You know, this causes undue stress in our mind, and research suggests that chronic and daily stressors may have a large impact on the health and well-being of major life events. Have you ever experienced a time in which you felt you didn't have enough time? You felt that you had too much work, you felt that you had too much to do, and you felt that other people expected too much of you. Well, I've experienced that. And I felt that the time that I was giving is not enough, and I would give more and more and more, only to forget about the most important person on the room, which is myself. The most important person on the room is you. And I forgot that. I forgot that I need to take care of myself first before I can take care of others. And the feeling that this situation, can sometimes make us feel or create or leave us a dissatisfied life. But even if you put in all of the time and effort that you have in there, you're not really enjoying the life that you're living in general. One of the biggest breakthroughs that I had experienced, and I'm sharing to you with this story because a handful of people would think that living the life is all about the material things that we see in this world. But I realized that if you want to really enjoy the present moment, if you want to really enjoy the time that you have in this world, is appreciating and being in the present and, finally stopping and being curious about the way that you feel, the way that you think, and the way that you act. Because life coaching allowed me to do that. It allowed me to open up the doors and open up the opportunities for me to think intentionally, to feel about things intentionally, and to take action intentionally. It allowed me to acknowledge that the life that I was living is not really allowing me to move forward to a certain goal. I had a goal, but it wasn't really my goal. It was a goal that a handful of people set, and feeling that that kind of goal would give you that meaning and that fulfillment that you have, only to be satisfied with the result. And these are the type of experiences that I was moving towards to. And I thought that, I like the other person who's doing this or who has this. I'm going to aim towards that. But when I get there, it's not dissatisfying. It's disappointing. For more than 3 years, I've learned that continuous improvement and continuous learning is something that we need to constantly do. It's having a student mindset. It's reminding yourself, telling yourself that you need to continuously learn new knowledge, new skills for you to live a better life. And I want to, you know, I want to share with you today. I've started from the rich people, the famous people, or those successful people, to the stories of stress and alcohol drinking, and to the story of me not being able to live a fulfilling life, me not be able to fulfill the things that I wanted to do in life. And I've realized that one of the things that I was not doing intentionally was learning, was developing myself, was investing on my own growth. Because I've invested too much with other people that it causes so much stress in my life that I forget the most important person, as I've said, is me. So when I became a life coach, I started to change this lifestyle. I started to be more intentional of what I eat, what I drink, and what I consume. And the alcohol drinking finally subsided. The more intentional I got from the people that I welcome in my space, they helped me to become a better person and a better human being. And one of the biggest challenges of learning is having a clear understanding of what you want to learn. I've realized that why what is it? What would be the reason why I didn't invest so much time in learning? That I focus too much on simple pleasures that eventually cost dissatisfaction in the long term. I've realized that the biggest thing that people need and what we need to teach our children is for them to continuously learn and learn and learn and implement this learning so that they can live a better life. But it starts with us as parents. And what I'm going to share with you later today is just three easy steps for you in learning. Because I've realized that for people to grow, for you to influence other people, is for them to see that there's a growth in you, that you are becoming a better person, that every single moment, every single year, every single decade, you're becoming a better person. And they're seeing the fruits of your investment. If you're a dad out there, or maybe you're a leader, or maybe you're influencing a lot of people, that your children, the people that they're influencing, are changing too. They're becoming better. So, three easy steps in learning. Number one, and we've been talking about this for the longest time, is to learn the 5 hour experiment rule. Sorry, learn the 5 hour rule. 5 hour rule means that for the whole week, just allocate 5 hours of your time studying, allocate 5 hours of your time learning, allocate 5 hours of your time intentionally reading something, watching videos that would allow you to grow, and podcast. These are the things that you could do so that you can easily learn. And when you're able to do that consistently every week, when you do that once, just a weekday, 1 hour every weekday, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's going to be 5 hours. Number two is be clear of your values. Just be clear of the things that are valuable to you. Because when you're clear of the values, you know what are the things that you will invest on, who are the people that you will invest on. And number three is consistency of schedule. When you schedule a time, when you say that you're gonna study 5 hours a week, schedule a time, what time, experiment. Maybe you're more effective in the morning, maybe you're more effective in the evening, and so on. Just continue to experiment. So these are the simple three steps in learning. Learn the 5 hour rule, just 5 hours a week study, be clear of the values that you have, and be consistent with your schedule. I've learned that if we want to experience lasting change, it takes patience and it takes humility to be able to continuously invest in yourself and learning. Changing mindset just doesn't happen overnight. Same goes with habits. It takes time. But I tell you, when you're able to have a deeper understanding of how important it is and why successful people are successful and rich people are rich, because of this growth mindset, because they continue to invest in their learning, and they continue to invest on studying, and they continue to invest in coaching. That is one of the most powerful things that I have done in my life, that changes the way that I create a relationship, and I also have conversation with the people that I love. If you are someone who are in need of support and you want to, maybe you've explored a lot of options already, but you feel that nothing is working, I would like to invite you to avail of my Silver Lining coaching program. By digging deep of understanding what's really important to you, what this program would allow you is to finally identify the goal that keeps you inspired and motivated. Imagine having this list of things that brings you joy, brings you spark, puts you in a state of bliss. And also, it allows you to plan out intentionally what's going to be your actions, What are the obstacles that you would have? Because you will have experience obstacles, right? And what are also those things that are sabotaging your success? And when you're able to identify that, it also helps you to create an action plan on how you can handle it efficiently and effectively. Plus, at the end of the coaching program, you would also have a list of all of the things that brings you joy, that brings you spark, and that brings you hope of becoming a better person than before. If you want to know more about this program, you may contact me at 0917-569-4200. Let's book a strategy session, or you can message us here at Teacup Cup Republic. Remember that action makes progress. Take action. The more that you're able to invest on that, the more that you're able to learn, the more that you're able to move forward. You don't need to take a leap, just one step at a time. I've learned that. Sometimes you put in big goals. It's so overwhelming that you don't move anymore. One step at a time will help you out. Life coaches will help you out little by little. You don't have to compare yourself with other people. You are uniquely you, and that is okay. That is okay. Different people have different seasons. Different people have different ways. But please, please, please do not forget you, because you cannot give what you don't have. All right? Thank you for joining me live today, and for supporting the advancement of mental fitness. The free talk on mental preparedness happens every Saturday at 4 p.m. with Coach Candy Tang. That's live at Teacup Cup Republic. It's a safe space. Go there. Study. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. You don't have to pay anything, but there's a minimum 200 pesos order. Just go in there. Start investing on your learning. She's teaching a very, very, very awesome mental model in there. I tell you, when you learn that, after, when you eat, of course, eat there, and you get out of that, the Cup Republic, your life will never be the same again. Trust me in this. Invest on yourself, invest in your learning. 5 hours a week, your life will change. As I've said, if you need support, let us know. We will help you out. We will support you. If you're looking for a community, if you're looking for a tribe, if you're looking for a family that is true and authentic, but doesn't tolerate, you know, bad behaviors, because you want to be better. You want to be overcome these bad behaviors, these things that's not serving you. you know, Join us here at Pickup Cup Republic. If you are interested in becoming a certified life coach, a professional service provider, and also a mental health coach like us, please connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 to learn more about the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program with Master Coach A. We are now accepting application also for mental health certification and internship program with limited slots. So please, please, please reserve your seats. Yeah, reserves your seats. Yeah, thank you, Lucine. Merry Christmas to you. Master Coach Jasmine is also in there. Do join us back tomorrow for another episode of course, the Cup Brewing Live. And tomorrow, you're gonna be blessed, because tomorrow the person who will speak, or who's gonna be in there, is none other than, hold on, is gonna be Coach Lin. Yeah, that's gonna be episode 180. Coach Lin will be there tomorrow at the same time, at the same channel, to help you out. As I've said, just 1 hour a day or 5 hours a week for you in learning. And you watching this every 12 noon is already fulfilling that. If you can do this every single day, then that 7 hours helps you a lot in there. You don't have to do anything in there. So tomorrow, it's going to be Coach Lynn, Planet Fear to Planet Hope. She's going to teach you that at the same time, same channel here at the Kappa Republic. All right? The Kappa Republic is located inside Pioneer Center compound, or widely known as PC. We are across Bayanihan Center and Pioneer Road, corner of Brixton and United Street, Capitolio, Pasig City. Once again, this is Life Coach Shaun Joya from Life Coach Philippines, mentally fit to serve you. In behalf of Life Coach Philippines, this is us in the Philippines. Maraming salamat. Labam boom, labam boom, labam boom. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you.